Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at AI cryptocurrencies, as this is going to be a narrative that explodes. Microsoft and BlackRock are getting involved in AI. They just announced about a week ago that they're going to be launching a $30 billion fund focusing on the infrastructure for AI. We also have Grayscale also looking into Bittensor, one of the top AI cryptocurrencies. The founder that created the first Bitcoin trust in 2013 is now comparing TAO, Bittensor, to Bitcoin. Now, if you enjoy this video and find this content to be helpful, go ahead and do me a favor and hit that like button and hit the bell notification to be notified of future videos. And so let's go ahead and jump right into it here. Let's take a look here at Bittensor. And so we can see this has been going up significantly over the last couple of days, right? This was trading right around $300. Now it's up to about $550. And so my first purchase here on Bittensor here was right around $50 back in October of last year. And so I have been continuing to buy still. And so that just shows the future of Bittensor, right? I am still bullish at these levels here. I was buying during this accumulation phase. I think this is a great opportunity here still for Bittensor moving forward based on what they are building. And so we're going to be going over that. I also made a video just 4 days ago here talking about earlier buyers will get too rich on many different cryptocurrencies. And so this was made 4 days ago here. Many people did not watch this video. However, there was a lot of cryptocurrency gems in here that had very good returns. We have cryptocurrencies here that did 50% to 500% returns just since 4 days ago. And so there was a great opportunity here. Just by watching this video, you can get in early in many different projects. That's one thing that I do on this channel is I'm always trying to stay ahead. I'm looking ahead for future cryptocurrencies that have extreme potential. And so definitely make sure to subscribe if you are interested. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the news here. We have Microsoft and BlackRock to launch a $30 billion fund for AI infrastructure. Right, so this just shows that AI is not going away, right? BlackRock, one of the largest investment firms out there, is interested in a $30 billion fund for AI. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this information here from Silbert. Now, this is the CEO of Digital Currency Group, the parent company of asset manager Grayscale. And so we can see here that somebody mentioned that TAO is doing quite well despite the fact that absolutely nobody can figure out how to buy it. And so I'd like to quick mention something about that here. If you're interested in buying Bittensor here, on WEEX Exchange, you can buy it here. There is no KYC required on the platform, and it is a simple email registration. It is very simple to sign up, and they have spot and futures trading. So definitely make sure to check out that link underneath the video if you are interested. And so we have Barry mentioning that this is similar to how difficult it was to buy Bitcoin in the early years, which is what compelled me to create the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust in 2013. And so Kraken and Binance listing TAO was hugely helpful. A Coinbase listing will be game-changing in my opinion. And so we have someone else mentioning here, are you comparing Bitcoin to TAO on a Saturday evening? And then we have Barry here responding that there is some similarities, right? I mean, Bitcoin has 21 million max supply. Bittensor also has a 21 million max supply as well. It was fair launched. It has an ambitious use case, transformative tech, a passionate community. Yes, I am. Right, and so he's stating here that he is comparing Bittensor here to Bitcoin. And he's feeling that it's very similar to how Bitcoin was back in 2013 in the early years. And so let's go ahead and take a look at some more information, right? We have venture capitalists also talking about Bittensor. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this quick clip.
It's like this Web3 model does actually apply here, where there are some really interesting early adventures in crowdsourcing technical completion. I would encourage you to look at a project that I'm starting to focus a little bit on called Bittensor. And I was like, what is this thing? And it's basically a thing where you go and solve technical problems and produce features that people require, that need, and you get paid in this underlying currency.
So really interesting, right? I mean, he is well known for getting into SPACs, and now he's talking about cryptocurrencies, right? I mean, he's talking about Bittensor specifically. And so pay attention to what is happening here. Right, we have venture capitalists getting involved with Bittensor. We also have Grayscale also getting involved with Bittensor as well, right? They launched their Grayscale Bittensor Trust here not that long ago. The inception date on this here is June 10th, 2024. So, I mean, just 3 months ago, they launched this fund. Right? I mean, very similar to the Bitcoin Trust that they launched in 2013. Now, things are going to move much faster, right? I mean, the digital currency sector has really started to explode. It's getting a lot more attention. AI is starting to explode, and I believe this will be the leader. And so let's go ahead and take a look at some information on Bittensor here. Let's look at exactly what it is. And so Bittensor is a proof-of-stake blockchain. The native token is TAO. TAO supply is kept at 21 million. Validators can earn by staking tokens, and so you can go ahead and stake your TAO and earn more tokens as well. It's definitely something to look into. Now, Bittensor doesn't have smart contracts. Instead, it has subnets. Subnets consist of a set of computers that do work in a specific domain. And so validators describe the criteria for determining work is valid and verify that it has been completed. Miners do the work that is checked by the validators. The work performed by miners could be anything from AI training to drawing circles. And so each subnet has a set of rules that determines how TAO is split between validators and miners. And so I've been in cryptocurrency since 2017. And this reminds me of Ethereum in the early years, right? I mean, Ethereum was launching, it was the platform. A lot of cryptocurrencies were building on it. And now we're seeing Bittensor focusing on AI, and we're seeing subnets being built on that platform. Again, this feels like early stages of Ethereum. I think this definitely could go up significantly. I would not be surprised to see the price of Bittensor above $10,000 in the next few years. I definitely think that is something that's very possible for this cryptocurrency for what they are building. So this is definitely something to be paying attention to. And so as I mentioned, there are some similarities between Bitcoin and Bittensor. They both have 21 million max supply. And so similar to Bitcoin, there is also a Bittensor halving as well, which is going to be coming up in approximately 418 days. And so this will be happening around November 15th, 2025. The current circulating supply for Bittensor right now here is 7,477,000 tokens. And so the total supply at the first halving here is going to be 10,500,000. And so it's going to be half of the total supply for Bittensor. And so let's take a look at the Bittensor halving here. We can see that the Bittensor network follows a tokenomic framework similar to that of Bitcoin, with a hard cap of 21 million coins as the maximum supply that will ever be mined, and a halving cycle that occurs every 4 years. And so, similar to Bitcoin, the halving cycle occurs every 4 years there as well. Approximately every 12 seconds, a block is completed with a reward of 1 TAO that is distributed among miners, validators, subnet owners, and delegators. This results in the emission of 7,200 TAO daily at the current inflation schedule, as the halving will occur when 10,500,000 TAO tokens are in circulation. And so, we can see that TAO was fair launched in 2021 with no pre-mined tokens and no pre-sales to VCs, ensuring a transparent distribution process. And so, with this being a limited number of tokens out there, we could see a supply shock on TAO, right? I mean, there's not that many tokens out there. They have a set schedule of emissions, releasing 7,200 tokens per day. And then we're going to have to see that cut in half here in approximately 418 days. And so this is definitely something to be keeping an eye on here, as I feel like this is the base layer for AI. Now, if you found this information to be helpful, make sure to hit the like button. And also, if you're interested in buying Bittensor, you can check out the link underneath the video to WEEX Exchange. As I mentioned, there is no KYC required, and it is a simple email registration. You can buy futures or spot trading for Bittensor. And so definitely make sure to check that out, and I hope to see you in the next one.